Hello, everyone out there in the YouTube land. Welcome back to 100 Line Defense Academy. We are going back in time, all the way back to chapter 000, the very first decision to make, whether or not we killed Ito at the very beginning on day 2. Here's my plan, is the way I'm playing it in order. I've already made basically all the best decisions in chapter 13, which we talked about that. Except for the romance route, which I completely misread the room there after I kissed Haruko and went down the romance endings. But other than that, Chapter 13 is the canonical ending and what's going to be happening later. And Haruko and that is completely different and weird things are happening. Now, I remember whenever Haruko went through the leap, whatever it is, lab, the lab with the leap suit, she saw a dead body of Ito. So I'm like, well, I think it's lateral shifting between different realities, and she actually makes it to this one. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning, to the earliest decision that can be made. There's one whole path that we still have to go down, which is Ito getting killed. So with that, we're opening the door, and we're going to go fight this man.
Takumi. Sumino? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Me? Oh, I just...
You told Sire there was something you wanted to discuss alone after sleeping hours.
What?
He's taught you how to use Hemo Anima, and you've used this conversation to get him to relax around you. Now you're planning to take advantage of his dropped guard to destroy him before he has a chance to fight back.
Destroy me? What are you thinking, Atsuki? You'll never defeat the invaders without me. Besides, did you forget what I told you earlier? You got a bomb in you. I can detonate whenever I want. That won't matter for long as he takes you out in one hit. He can always come back with the revival matic. Oh, you know you're right? I can't believe I didn't think of that. But why would you want to kill me anyway? I was going to tell you the truth tomorrow and being nice. If I die, you won't have a clue what's going on here. And having no leader will make your battles even harder. That's exactly what he wants, but I won't let that happen this time. This time. Takumi, what's gotten into you? This is all a big misunderstanding. I wasn't really going to harm Sire. I just wanted to threaten him a little, to make sure he wasn't mine. I mean, he says we're fighting a war and decide the fate of all of humanity. If that's true, then you want to sabotage it and guarantee humanity is destroyed. Isn't that right? What? You want humanity to be destroyed? What are you talking about? Why would I want to do something so horrible? Don't you try to deny it. I know how you see us. Unsightly, freakish, eerie monsters. What? And you think you've been chosen as some kind of savior who will rid the planet of our vile species. There's no use hiding it, Ito. I know everything. You hate humanity? I don't understand. How? I've never told anyone about any of that. Not even once. So how?
You know about all this, Takumi?
If you want to blame somebody, blame your future self. You laid it all out in a lengthy monologue. What? The future? That's right. I come from a future where you sabotaged this academy. I came back to fix it, to stop you. So, it's not just your appearance. You're actually crazy, too. Well, I have to say, this is a disappointment. I was so sure you'd be the easiest one to deceive. What a pity that I'll have to kill you first. I'm ready for you this time.
I'm going to stop you and change the future.
Get him. Yeah.
talking about, Takumi? So it's not... It doesn't matter. I just felt a surge in my hemoanima.
What? Your hemoanima?
Time to test it on you. Prepare to die, vile human!
Jeez. Alright. Oh, we could skip this battle. I forgot. They added that, so that way it's easier for us to kind of manage. I don't think they're going to give me points, though. Yeah, turn 1. Wait, what? They gave... I win. S rank. Impossible. How can you be so much stronger than me? That was really something, Sumino. When did you get so strong? I mean, you did okay in yesterday's battle, but you are on a whole other level now. It's only been a day since then. What happened to you? Only one day. Maybe that's how it seems to you, but for me it's been much longer. I've already spent a full 100 days with you, Ito. I never even guessed your true nature until it was too late.
Everything we did, everything we sacrificed, it was all for nothing. All because of you.
Where's all this coming from, Sumino? What's gotten into you?
I think I can explain, Sirei.
Good. Another voice joined the conversation, speaking directly into my head at the same time. He appeared. What the? Ito really did betray us. It's just like you said, Takumi. You made some kind of avatar of Undying Flames? I didn't know you could do that. I was worried when you didn't come to the defense room. Well, it's more than that, really. I wanted to see the people who were fighting to protect me up close at least once. Can you hear him too, Sirei? That's right. He can only communicate via hemoanima, telepathy, but I've got equipment built into me to receive those signals. Now, you said you could explain all this? Yes. You might have trouble believing, Takumi, but it will probably mean more coming from me. The ghost boy went on to tell Sirei everything. I tell him when I arrived at this timeline. Naturally, the little creature was taken aback. Who wouldn't be? You used hemoanima to time travel? Now that you mention it, Atsuki did say he felt a sudden surge of power back there. That seems to be a side effect of Takumi's arrival here. Well, butter my biscuits. I never expected anything like this to happen. Just goes to show we haven't even scratched the surface of Cryptoglobin could do. What are you talking about? Where did this fiery monster come from? All that stuff about the future, is it really true? What have you done, Takumi? You don't need to know that. You only try to use anything I tell you against me anyway. It's over, Ito. I won't let you destroy humanity. You're going to kill me then? Is that what you're saying? You seem like such a nice guy, too. You must really hate me. Yeah, I do. What did I do to deserve such malice? You be a piece of shit with a severe mental disorder that you can't really control, but fuck you. I hate you. Think about it. I haven't actually done anything. Are you really going to take my life because I have something you think I might do? There's no might about it. You'll definitely mess things up if I don't stop you. I know you well enough to be sure. It's not like anything I say can change your mind about humanity, can it? You're right. There's no changing who I am. Huh? You're all just unsightly monsters. That's a firm, immutable truth. As long as I live, I'll never stop hating your whole vile species. I've got to say, you two are full of surprises, both of you. How an outlier like you ended up here is such a real mystery, Asuki. The desire to eliminate humanity is totally antithetical to our mission here. I'll have to look into how such an error could have occurred. Now that I know all this, there's no use preserving you anymore. What did you just do? I erased Atsuki's DNA record from the Revival Medics database. It's got all the data right down to the genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state. And then we're alive again. Just like that. So Ito can't be revived anymore? Exactly. All that's left is for you to execute him, and everything's back on track. So I'm doing this. I'm killing Ito before he can do any harm. Wait, Takumi. I won't try to stop you, but take a moment to think about this. You said you came back so you could change the future. What kind of future do you want to create? And is killing him the only way to achieve it? The future I want? Oh, you should absolutely kill him. Leave him alive, and we'll have no chance. Oh, we'll have no kind of future at all. He's an enemy of all of humanity, just like the invaders. He doesn't deserve the pity. Right? I'm inconvenient for you, so just rid of me. Isn't that how humans made it this far? Ignore the fact that you'll be taking innocent life for your own selfish purpose. If it's for humanity's sake, then anything goes, isn't that right? Ito's not about to change his mind. He's still just as much of a threat as ever. And I know better than anyone the kind of terrible things he's capable of. But then, I can't deny that this Ito hasn't done any of that yet. And he's not an invader, he's a human being just like me. Is killing this version of him really the right thing to do? This has to be my decision. I'm done with letting others control my fate. That's why I came back in the first place, to create a new future on my own terms. Whatever path I choose here, I have to be prepared to see it through. It's time to make my choice. Alright, we're going to kill him. You're dead, son. You're dead. Screw this guy. I hate him so much. I'm okay with killing him. You're out of here. That's right. Just like Undying Flames Boy said, I came back so I could change the future by slam dunking my knife into him. If I let Ito live, history might repeat itself. If I don't want that to happen, then my choice is clear. I need to end his life here and now. Oh, they're making me do the scene. Yeah. You know, I always think their shoes are so weird. They have like little heels on them or whatever. I don't know what they're called, but it's just, I always find it odd.
Somebody has to do it.
Somebody's got to do it, and it might as well be me. Hey, bud, here's a knife in your face.
This is it. You're finished.
Oh, wow. I wonder if I could farm that if I just do that one over and over again. Suddenly I found myself walking to my room. It was almost like I was running from something. I finally made it to the rooftop when I saw them there, as if they'd been waiting for me. What's going on with you, Sumino? Why would you leave the gym without saying anything? Maybe you didn't want to see Atsuki looking like that?
Aha!
You haven't. Nothing to worry about, Sumino. You made a wise decision. You did the right thing. He was trying to destroy me, your commanding officer. And that's not all. He was trying to slaughter all of humanity. You're our savior, the hero who saved mankind. So you don't have to worry about a single thing you need to regret. I don't know about that. Personally, I get the feeling you're walking down the wrong path. Or perhaps I should say, he strayed off the path he was meant to walk as a human being. It may be true that Ito committed many crimes in the future, you know, Takumi, but he hadn't done anything wrong here until now, had he? You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change. I believe so, at least, but you didn't give him a chance. That doesn't sound like the right thing to do, Shut up. Do you think I don't already know that? You don't have to shove it down my throat. I clenched my fist and practically barked my rebuttal out. Oh. Do you think I don't already know that already? You don't have to shove it down my throat. Yeah, see, like, that's a bark to this guy. He had weird dogs in his Tokyo complex. I clenched my fist and practically barked the rebuttal at the ghost boy before running off to my room. It was oppressively silent in my room. I didn't bother to turn the lights on. I just sank into the corner and wrapped my arms around my knees. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. I repeated this over and over to myself again.
You're our savior. The hero who saved mankind. So you don't have a single thing you need to regret.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Why can't I stop thinking about what he said after?
You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change. I believe so, at least. But you didn't give him the chance.
Shut up. I covered my ears and squeezed my eyes shut. But when I did, I could see Ito, now a blackened lump of flesh, staring at me hatefully. My eyes flew open. I was so scared to so much as blink. I focused on my breathing, the only sound in the room. And then I spent the night curled into a ball, my eyes wide open the whole time. Oof. That isn't good, though.
Get ready for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's... Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Takumi, what the hell, man? Why'd you... Ito, he... Everyone's cold eyes pierced through me as I stepped into the cafeteria. They were all staring at me suspiciously. We all saw the body in the gym.
And then Zero showed up.
Right. I explained what happened to everyone. I told them that you came back from the future. I told them Ito was abnormal and he tried to destroy me last night. I told them everything, but they seemed reluctant to believe me.
Obviously, you tell us he came back from the future. And you think any of us are dumb enough to just be like, oh, well, if you say so. Yeah, none of us are that stupid.
If a useless single-celled organism like me might be permitted to speak, are you sure Takumi isn't experiencing some sort of delusion? At the very least, there's no way he could prove he's not. That would mean Mr. Sumino got caught up in this illusion and ended up murdering somebody.
That'd make him the abnormal one around here.
Can't get the high voice right now, sorry guys. Kako's words weighed heavily on me, but it wasn't true. I'm not sure if I made the right choice last night. I still don't have confidence in my decision, even though I already made it. But what I experienced last time really happened, but no way it was a delusion. I need them to understand that, if nothing else. Everyone, hear me out. It's a long story, but I looked right into everyone's eyes as I began to recount that what I knew about the previous 100 days. I told them everything that happened. The world death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, and the artificial satellite. I told them about the boy made of undying flames and his infant body in the defense room. Even the existence of the second to last Defense Academy and the 5 other fighters there under the command of Nigo. The only thing I left out was what I learned about Nozomi. The secrets she'd shared the first time we were between her and me. It was night by the time I was done talking, but still, the doubt in their faces never left. I knew why too. it was because I killed Ito. In their eyes, my story was nothing more than an elaborate and lengthy excuse. Like I was trying to confuse them by weaving a fantastical, impossible tale.
Oh.
I see. I think I understand. It doesn't look that way to me. I simply mean I understand what you think happened. Whether it's true or not is another story. Talking anymore is just a waste of time. Why don't we call it for today? Get out of here. Right, it's late now. But what do we do with Ito's body? Is it still lying there in the gym? Should we bury him?
Oh.
Wait, it'd be so pitiful to bury him when he looks like a burnt pretzel stick. I wish we could do something about that. Like what? Restore his body to how it used to be, perhaps? Is that even possible? Obviously, I can't do it, but maybe Sire. Oh, well, I mean, it's not that I can't do it, but that's a super secret technique written at the very end of a super secret commanding officer manual. So, how in the world did you know about it, Shizuhara? Just a guess. A guess?
Why would we do that?
I told you, it's such a pity. We don't know if he is really a traitor or not. A body deserves dignity no matter what sins that person may have committed in life. Isn't it normal to want a body in such a tragic state to look more like it used to be? No one objected to her suggestion. Sire reluctantly agreed. Well, I mean, I would be like, no, he's a crazy bitch. No way. We're just going to stop. He must have decided it wasn't worth antagonizing everyone over when it was only our third day here. So we transported Ito's body to a classroom on the second floor. Oh, that's the morgue. That's the morgue from chapter 13 when Haruko went to that time. I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm right. It was weird because, yeah, it would have been a husk if we did that. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think that we were going to take his hemoglobin. I thought we would just stab him a bunch, you know? But yeah, so if he could do that and it was this room, yeah, that's the same one as chapter 13. It's cold in here. What is this room? It's a morgue. Morgue. What? I don't remember that from last time. You never used it? Well, in a way, that's good then. This is where we store bodies whose cause of death is unknown. Say one of you got killed by an unknown weapon during a defensive battle. A bioweapon or nanomachines or something like that. In that case, we need to dissect you in order to properly determine the cause. We need a place to store the bodies in a situation like that, which is why we have this room. The temperature is set really low to keep the bodies from decomposing. Everybody hunched their shoulders against the cold as they looked around the room. Their breath steamed the air. Well then, I'm not going to get started by restoring the body. No, I am going to get started. Yeah, I'm going to get started on restoring the body. Would you all mind stepping out? How long will it take? I should have it done by tomorrow morning. Oh, right. One last thing. We were about to leave when Sire stopped us. I know it's sudden, but as of today, I'd like to officially designate Sumino as the Special Defense Unit's team leader. Huh? You saved me, Sumino. And you know the future. Plus, you have red hair. So I'm sure you'll make a great leader.
What kind of reason is that?
I will not entertain any objections. That's an order from your commanding officer. Disobey, and there will be court-martial. You're to do as Sumino says starting tomorrow. Got it? We returned to the roof. Everybody's faces were even more gloomy. Having seen Ito's body up close, they all vanished inside their rooms without saying a word. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw a satellite. The artificial satellite hung in the air, lit with countless mechanical lights. It felt further away than the last time I saw it. Just then, I heard a pop inside my head. The very next moment, I was suddenly unconscious. What the fuck? What just happened?
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
Why would there be a pop in his head? And it was like, it wasn't just like a pop, it was like a Up and Adam troops.
Get ready for, prepare to spend another, be ready to give your lives to...
In the morning, I skipped going to the cafeteria and went back there. Instead, somebody had got there before me. Back where? I'm sorry, back to the morgue? Oh. Haruko. Good morning. Did you eat breakfast? No, not yet. I'm not hungry. I could maybe go for a frog, though. A frog? Forget that. What are you doing here? After a moment of silence, Haruko answered. Probably the same reason you are. I wanted to see the results of the restoration. Sirei's not here. Does that mean he's done? Only one way to find out. Haruko approached the body, stepped in front of him, quietly pulled back the sheet covering Ito's body. Holy shit, yeah!
Looks like it's done. At the very least, he's not a burnt pretzel anymore.
That's what Haruko saw in the morgue in chapter 13. Okay, this is important. I felt vaguely relieved seeing him. Of course, I hadn't forgiven him for what he'd done. For what he'd done to us last time, but I felt some guilt about bringing him to such an undignified end. Now that his body was back to the way it used to be, the painful mass of emotion within me eased a little.
It feels wrong to bury him in the dirt after all this effort to get him so pristine. Why don't we leave him like this for a little longer?
Haruko covered him with the sheet once more. No sooner that she finished that, Gaku came barreling into the room. There you guys are. We found something messed up. Come on, look. Messed up? Just hurry, you'll see for yourself. Haruko and I practically flew down the stairs as we followed Gaku to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon our arrival. Leave the school now, or I'll kill you all. LSNKA. Huh. Interesting. What is all this? Spray paint? Someone spray painted a message on the digital blackboard. I looked at the message. Leave the school now, or I'll kill you all. It was the first one to find it. I was the first one to find it. I finished breakfast early and was wandering around the school, and I saw this. Then he came back to the cafeteria to tell us about it. We all came running to see for ourselves. But who would pull some kind of dumb prank like this? Prank? I said what I said. Who would take that shit seriously? Looks like a snot-nosed kid wrote it. I believe it, though. It's way more interesting than that way. I smell a killing game in the air. Whether it's serious or not, we do know it's not the work of an invader. The alarm would have gone off if one of them tried to get in here. They don't know our language on top of that. I doubt it could have been one of them. What if it was Ito? Huh? Maybe the restoration brought him back, like a zombie. I don't think that's possible. His appearance may have been restored, but his cryptoglobin is gone. And besides, we just saw him. He definitely wasn't breathing. So, that means that person behind this threat is in this room right now. Everybody glancing around, trying to see what everyone else was thinking. Their eyes were filled with distrust and unease. Wait. There's one other person who it can be, right? Everyone seemed to have an idea of what I was getting at. That's right, Sire.
I definitely wouldn't put it past him.
But why would he write a threatening message like this? We can figure it out later. For now, we need to find him. And so began the hunt for Sire. We found him seconds later. It turned out he was very close to the classroom. All right. Whoa! No! Not again! Sire! You're trash again! No!
What the hell?
What the hell?
Kidding?
Who did this? Why?
How could this happen?
Literally. Everyone was deeply disturbed, but the shock I felt went far beyond theirs. After all, I'd seen this very scene before, the last time I went through this. Back then, Ito had been responsible for it, but Ito didn't exist in this world any longer. I'd kill him myself 2 days earlier. And yet the same thing was happening all over again. The whole reason I fought Ito in the first place was to prevent this. So how? Why? We returned to the classroom in a daze. Everyone stood around in silence for some time. Their eyes were cast downward, expressions grave. Finally, Gaku broke the silence.
Takamaru, do you still think it was all a prank?
But if this wasn't a prank, then it's just not fair. How? They didn't even give us a chance to leave. Maybe it means the kill you all part will start as soon as we see the message. Still, it's not right. It's highly probable that Sire was destroyed before we woke up. Somebody would have noticed otherwise. That means it happened before Gaku found the message. So one of us had to die before we even knew we were being threatened. How utterly unreasonable.
In movies, terrorists always set off a small-scale explosion, then claim responsibility, right? Once everyone knows it's not a prank, they announce that they're going to carry out another crime.
Terumi had a point. It's possible the culprit did this to Sire to show that they were serious. In that case, we'd be fine so long as we did what they demanded. Temporarily leaving the school and seeing what happened before returning would be the safest option. But there's no guarantee that the person who wrote this message was the same person who destroyed Sire. Oh shit, correct. It wasn't out of the question that the message really was just a prank. But even if it was, we'd still have to deal with the threat of whoever destroyed Sire still being nearby. For now, I need to figure out if we listen to the message or not. Do we leave the school? Or do we ignore it and stay? It's up to me to decide. Okay, so I did have to... I did have to make this decision earlier. Give me 1 second. Explain. Because I zoomed on ahead, and so we're going to stick to it. Need to complete the footage.
Hey guys, listen. We can't listen to the message.
Why?
The enemy could attack any day now. We can't just leave this place unprotected. Hey, didn't you come back from the future? That means you should know exactly when the enemy will attack, right? So, when's the next attack? The next one is in 3 days from now, so day 7.
Then what's the big deal with leaving this place empty until then? It's just a matter of going outside the wall of fire and coming back in 3 days, right? We'd be technically complying with what that message says, and the culprit wouldn't see a need to follow through with their threat.
The next attack being 3 days away is what I remember from last time. But there's no guarantee the enemy will act in the same way this time. Because you may have already changed the course of history by coming back to the past. Is that what you're trying to say? I nodded.
is another thing to consider. Can we trust the culprit to keep their word and leave the academy alone while we're gone?
I don't know where she got that from, because that's not what he said at all. There's no way a person like that's ever going to keep their word. Ergo, this has to be a trap. I got no clue who they could be. Only thing we can figure out is that they're an invader trying to nab the baby in the defense room while they're gone.
You just said it was you thought it was a prank.
Shut up. Things are different now that Siray's been wrecked.
A possibility. I personally think we should just ignore that message. That'll launch the culprit into slaughter mode, right? Now that is the kind of show I'd pay through the nose to watch.
Alright, so I think I have a theory. What if FB's the one that did it? What if the ghost man, the Undying Flames ghost person? It's possible. Oh, I'm alright for that. For the idea, of course. After all, even the tiniest bacteria has more worth than an atomized speck of fractional dust like me. So, if we take a head count, there are 6 of us who want to stay. Takamaru, Takumi, Darumi, Shoma, and the Tsukumo twins. If we're going off majority votes, then those who want to remain here already won, right?
Seriously? Are you all out of your minds?
Nobody's stopping you from going out there yourself.
Outside the wall of fire.
I dare say that's what the culprit's really aiming for.
Once they manage to isolate someone, the real fun begins.
Gaku started shaking like a leaf.
All right, fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
In the end, we decided to ignore the message and remain at the academy. Nobody knew how the culprit would react. Just in case, we decided that everyone would move together as a unit during the day as a safety measure. As we did, the sun soon set and night approached. It's weird how we're not going inside for those scenes.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night.
I guess the announcement must be pre-recorded, huh? Yes, Siri told me about the movie.
Nothing happened in the end. Whoever wrote that message is just bluffing.
Can you make up your mind? Do you want us to take the message seriously or not?
Right now, no. The situation's changed. So I'm going back to my room to hit the sack.
Whoa. Did you just willingly trigger your own death flag?
I ain't got time for this. We ain't in some freaking game or movie. But there's no denying that the person who destroyed Siray is still around.
Yes, hiding somewhere in the school.
Or it's also possible they're hiding somewhere among us. Among us? Oh no. Guys, it's Among Us. Not again. Everybody abruptly stopped what they were doing after Haruko's statements. We all glanced around, scrutinizing each other nervously. What the fuck? I see. Her facial expressions are so weird. I hate it.
I see how it's safer. I see how it is safer for all of us to just sleep in our own rooms then. Oh, I see how it is. Safer for us to all just sleep in our rooms then. Well, at least that room's locked. So we don't have to worry about anyone killing him while we sleep. Haruko, was only mentioning the possibilities, right? I refuse to believe the culprit could be one of us. Well, let's not start suspecting each other. We'd better be playing it directly into the culprit's hands. Told ya. We're just bluffing. They were just bluffing in that message.
Who's ever behind us probably gets kick seeing us running around it like helpless chickens. Well, that's all.
Tell that to Siri's mingled remains.
Siri was targeted because he was a machine, damaging a metal contraption completely different from a killing of flesh and blood.
Are you trying to say the culprit won't harm us because we're human?
I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure I'm alright. Anyway, I'm heading back to my room.
Looks like... Look... Let's see you... Oh my gosh. Yo! Let's see what tomorrow morning brings.
Takamaru and Darumi left after that, followed by Ima and Kako. As long as we're together,
no one can hurt us.
they held hands. They left the cafeteria. Good night, everyone. Sorry, my body is poorly formed. It can't fall asleep without a bed. That's funny. Tsubasa and Shoma both said they didn't think the culprit could be among us, but as I watched them leave, it occurred to me that they probably had their suspicions. Hiruko, Gaku, and I were the only ones left in the cafeteria.
This is ridiculous. Why can't everyone see the best way to stay safe is to stick together?
Everyone's already gone, though, except the three of us. If the two of you are working together, I'd probably be assaulted tonight. Oh, what the fuck, bro? That's gross. All right.
Are you inviting us to,
What the fuck?
What the fuck, bro? Oh my gosh.
Stop it. Get some help.
Really, man? Oh my gosh. Of course not. Of course I'm not. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Right. On the other hand, I'd be the one in hot soup if you two were the ones behind this.
We're not, but I have no way of proving that. I guess going back to our rooms to rest really is the only thing we can do now. Indeed, casting aspersions at each other here won't help us sleep any better.
Fine, I'll go too, but only because there's no other choice.
And so, we all went back to our rooms to turn in for the night. I tossed and turned relentlessly on my bed. My eyes were closed, but sleep kept invading me. Who wrote the message that destroyed Sire? Is the culprit really one of us? No, there's no way. That means the culprit's still hiding somewhere in the school. They couldn't have escaped outside the wall of fire after destroying Sire and writing that message. Hang on. Are we sure the person who wrote the message and the person who destroyed Sire are the one and the same? Yeah, I was thinking that the whole time too. We just automatically assumed so, but there's no indication that they are. If it wasn't the same person, then we're actually up against two different people. How'd things end up like this? I ruffled my hair violently while curling up on my bed. Midnight was just around the corner. Soon, it would be day 5. Day 5 is when in chapter 13, Hiruko went to another timeline. You know, I wonder if that Hiruko had like something to do with the message in Sire's death. It's possible. Unlikely. I don't see how, but like this is the night that she and Takumi was the night of 4, early 5 in chapter 13 whenever she came across. So I don't know what we're going to find out, but we're going to see. So it's 12:55 a.m. It hasn't been an hour since the new day began. A visitor at this time? Thinking it might be the culprit, I was unnerved until I realized that this would give me a great chance to capture them. Could very well be someone asking for help too. Whoever it was, I had no reason to ignore them. Let's do this. Gathering my wits, I opened my room door cautiously. I looked around before stepping in. Oh, stepping out. Yeah. Duh. There was nobody to be seen anywhere. Was it a prank or a hallucination? Just then I turned around to go back to my room. What the fudge? A sharp pain exploded at the back of my head, quickly rendering me unconscious. Suspicious. Oh.
Up and Adam troops! Get ready for your 5th. Prepare to be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
When I came to, I realized I was on my bed, even though I had just lost consciousness outside my room last night. Was that a dream? Was I just half asleep? I touched the back of my neck as those thoughts ran through my mind. A dull, aching pain greeted me. It wasn't a dream. I stepped outside the last night, and someone jumped on me from above. They'd probably been hiding on the rooftop. They punched and kicked me. I'm not sure which on the back or head or... But who and why? Was it the person who wrote that message and destroyed Sire? In that case, why am I still alive? And they even went out of their way to move me back to my bed. Just then, the door slammed violently open and Tsubasa ran inside. Takumi, it's Gaku. Gaku's... Wait, what? What happened? Just go to the classroom on the first floor quickly. The same room we found the message in. I'll go get the others. No. Trash Man? No. Gosh dang, I think Trash Man's dead, bros. I ran downstairs so quickly I thought I might trip and fall. Getting to the classroom was the only thing on my mind. Soon, the classroom came within view. I dashed inside, and what greeted me was... We're getting a lot of this generic sky stuff with this segment. You notice that? It's like a lot of it. No, there he is. Gaku! No! What? Trash Man! Wait, where is does he have both his shoes? Can I see? Oh, I could hear the others entering the room behind me. No, not Gaku. No, that poor man. All right, let me. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. How? Could it have been Haruko from chapter 13? I don't remember there ever being blood on her though. So I doubt it, unless we saw her out of the suit because they walked back together. Unless she changed clothes too. She has clothes here. What the fuck is going on? I don't know what's going on, but with that, I am going to end this video. We got a murder. We're gonna solve this murder, Gaku. I promise you. We got Kako here. We got me here. We're gonna figure out who did this to you, bro. All right. So with that, thank you all so much for coming. Who's gonna clean his room now? All right. Well, it's not the actual death of him because we know he's still alive in other timelines, so it doesn't punch as well. But it is pretty sad because Gaku is one of my favorite characters in this, both in combat and out of it. So thank you all so much for coming and joining us, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.